Hello everyone, Coach Crimson here, and today we're going to be doing a competitive Apex rundown. Um, why do I need to watch this video? Well, maybe you're someone who's interested in competitive Apex, right? Getting into comp, playing some tournaments, playing some scrims, trying to be the best you can be, and copying all the pro players that you see on stream because you think they are doing bad. Which, maybe to your credit, they are doing bad. But let's go ahead and talk about it. If you're looking to play competitive, well, first you got to pick a team comp and a POI, right? A lot of people are playing the Fury Edge comp, right? And granted, it's a strong comp. Why would I not play this comp? Let's maybe run down why you want to play this comp. Maybe you want to play this comp because you're an insanely cracked team that wants to take every fight and utilize uh, Horizon, Valk, and Seer's fullest potential, right? And that's a great reason to run that comp, right? But when you're running this comp, you gotta understand the win conditions of it and what the point of the comp is, right? I see a lot of teams, even right now, as I'm making this video in ALGS, uh, Europe is having their games right now. A lot of teams are playing Horizon Valk, Seer, and playing Zone and playing Scared, right? When they should be running it down, killing everybody they can. And to their credit, that team comp is not just running it down mindlessly. There is a game plan, right? You go on my YouTube channel, I have a video of me playing a tournament, subbing it for my team, my coach, running exactly how you should play this comp, right? So let's kind of break it down on what exactly is the benefits of this comp, right? So when playing this comp, the whole point is to get kills, right? So let's say you're Furia, because this is what they often do. Um, actually, let me get a different map. This is not a good poll for my purposes. Let's say this is a pretty common zone. Here we go. So let's take a look at this right here, right? So let's say I'm Fury, because Fury does go countdown. Let's figure out what the game plan for everyone is, right? What teams have priority, right? If you're playing comp, the reality is teams don't just play hard zone, hard edge every time, right? How are you going to play edge when the zone is, let's say you're a countdown team, how are you going to play edge when you're right on, when you have the zone, right? Well, easy. You go out of the zone, clear your back, come back in, right? Or let's say, even worse, you're a survey team. How are you going to play edge or play zone when you're on survey camp, right? Like this PY so far, you have no priority over this, and the reality is you really can't. You just got to muster your way into some part of the zone and play zone. So like depending on the map in your PY, you're gonna have priority on certain zones, and it's gonna be really hard to play zone if you're a zone team. On the flip side, if you're an edge team, it's a little easier to play edge because you can just leave the zone if you're in the zone, right? That's why TSM likes to swap to, sorry, that's why TSM recently swapped to Lava Siphon. This has good priority on most of the zones, right? World's Edge, if you did not know, has a higher priority on south side of the map than north side of the map for zone pulling. Why did they play Fragment? Same thing. This is an early rotate POI. The POI is garbage. It has terrible loot. Why would I want to do it? Well, it has good rotations, right? So let's go back to my original conversation here about um, edge comp. So I'm playing from Countdown, right? What do I need to look for if I'm an edge comp? Well, the whole part of the comp is you need to kill people, all right? So what am I going to do? Am I going to go straight to zone? No, I'm going to be looking to kill some of these teams because some of these teams are going to be fast rotating, right? Everyone's going to be going to the zone, right? So the reality is if you third party and kill somebody or just kill somebody, teams aren't going to have time to kill you. They're going to be done. They're going to be looting. So what you do is you have 5.5 minutes. This is pre-patch for season 14. You have 5.5 minutes before Ring 1 finishes closing and to find a kill. That's super easy, right? Especially if teams have beacons and stuff and crafters. Beacons or crafters are literally objectives on the map you can use to kill people, right? So let's pop in beacons and replicators here. You should be looting your POI very fast, and you can go for a quick kill on some of these POIs, right? You can go for a quick kill on Fissure, go kill on Trials. Trials can't finish looting and do it within 3 minutes, so you loot as much as you can and just go kill them, right? And every other team is worried about going into the zone. It's wraps, they're dead. And then from there, once you have zone, you play to your strikes. You play to clear your back, right? If you're this edge comp here, if you're this edge comp here, your priority is to go look for round one, ring one, look for kills, and then find your way in a zone. Whether you can play here, and then as you rotate into here, right? The whole point of maybe removing a team is that team's not going to rotate to kill you, right? So let's say in this instance, I'm playing Furia. We go quick kill on on Fissure, right? After that, I'm looking to play zone here, right? This is just a made up thing. I would never do this in real life because this POI rotation is really weird. Never studied it. But the whole point is you kill this team, you can look for this area, right? And then you start looking to secure this area right when ring one's closing, right? You have 5 minutes to kill this team and rotate, and you can maybe get some crafting done. So, right? So from this time on, when you get to this area right before ring closes, you're clearing your back. You're making sure no team is fucking with you in the back, right? And then as you get here, you're able to be here and ring one, and you know for sure nobody's gonna third party you. All right. So next ring two, you got to figure out how to get to here all the way to perhaps here or here, whatever spot on the edge you want to play on ring two, right? Or ring three, whatever. And you got to remove teams. And guess what? How do you remove teams? You don't have to just kill them. You can make them Velcult. That's removing a team, right? So if a team is holding, this is a very bad circle, but let's say this tunnel right here, just for this situation, this tunnel is inside zone. You go in and you make sure you clear this area, like this whole area, and then you have this zone for free, right? Let's say there's a team in tunnel and they're being really a pain in the bitch. Well, you're gonna shoot them and force them out, and they're gonna get scared of you because you have Horizon place possibly, and they're gonna leave in Valcult. Now you're in zone ring two, you're in the zone, right? The whole point of this comp is clear back and remove teams, whether by killing them or by making them Valcult. And then as every time you go into zone, you're just removing teams, forcing them to Valcult, forcing them to kill you, and so on and so forth, right? There's no point in playing this comp, and I say no point, I'm not being 100% literal, there is some point, but there's not a very good strong argument to be made for playing this comp if you're scared to fight, right? I'm seeing a lot of teams in quals, in Challenger Circuit, and they'll just like go in the map and they're like in the middle of the map here, and they didn't remove anyone in the back, and now they're pinned. Like it just makes no sense from all these sides, and then they get third party and they're dead. Right? That's not how you play this comp. Again, I have a video on YouTube. Go watch it. Free intel on how to play Edge comp. So let's think about some other things we got to talk about here. Clearing your back, we talked about that. Removal of teams. Weak side. What does weak side mean? Okay, I'm watching. Let's figure out a situation here. Give me a sec here. Okay, in this made-up situation, I'm holding this building. All right. There is a team. There's a team right here and no teams here. Right. What is your weak side? The teams that are here. Right. On this side, there's none. Right. So we're gonna move the X here. So you're gonna have two homies, two of your teammates watching this team at a time, right? We didn't make sure they're not gonna walk up on you, right? That's your weak side. And then your IGL or whoever needs to look inwards and look for the next zone pull and look for what the next play is gonna be, right? Maybe you need a Valcult. If you're Valculting, don't just Valcult and die like TSM does very frequently. You're gonna make a plan. Hey, we're gonna Valcult from here because there's too many teams for us to remove. We cannot remove that many teams within the time frame we have of 2 minutes left, right? So we're gonna Valcult for our best spot is going to be under this bridge is our primary spot. Sorry. God spot's going to be right here on high ground because you want to get high ground as your God spot. Backup spot's going to be under this bridge because that's often not contested. And then very worst scenario, we come back to this high ground and with the fighter way in, right? Bam, game plan made. You know what to do. You go up in the air and then you can ping what's taken, what's not, and then you're good, right? Don't Valcult and just pray. This is a freaking competitive battle royale game. Why are you praying? Just make a plan. All right. Okay. So, playing zone 2, like as well, I'm not going to go into whole playing zone because it's going to be too long a video. But if you're playing zone, understand what your weak side is. Make sure you get zone early. You got to fast rotate, right? If you're in survey camp and you're trying to make it to somewhere in here, you got to find a beacon and you got to fast rotate, which means you're going to have to literally craft and get out of there in 3 minutes, right? There's a balloon here, right? You can get to here and get to here fast enough to hit the balloon within a lot of time, right? You get a balloon, you get a Valcult. Within 3 minutes, you should be able to hit somewhere in the fast in the map, right? This is kind of why survey kind of blows because that's a very tight time constraint. It's doable. MPL is doing it right now, ALGS team, but it's just like tough, right? So the POI has some reflections on how you're going to play the map, right? So that's the macro. I'm gonna do a quick minute on micro here. Micro things I need to see people do is callouts. Go have good callouts. Have a good game plan. Have a good IGL. Right? Oh, I did damage to that person over there. No, I did damage to Seer on that rock. We need to push him. Or hey, I'm batting. I need you to cover me. Watch my angle, please. Like you gotta have good killer comms, right? As earlier I mentioned, there is weak side, strong side, right? If you're playing your weak side with your teammate and you get cracked, call your IGL. Hey, I need you to watch this angle for me. I'm healing. Like you need to double watch that angle because if that team pushes you while you're batting and you have one person watching it and that other person dies, you're done, right? So you need to make sure you have clear comms when you're playing, right? Character. damage on this specific spot. Hey, we're going to be pushing this person together as a team. Hey, this person has 100% damage on them. I'm going to zero Q them. We push them. Like, clear game plan. I see too many teams that are just like walking around like, it's like RuneScape back in the day where we had a random event happen. Oh, random event happens. I gotta fight this team. Or, oh no, there's a team here. I gotta Valk ult, right? Make a game plan, all right? So, big rant. Just wanted to do a quick video. I have to eat my lunch in a sec, so I'm gonna close this video out here. But just a quick moment of encouragement for all you guys. My teammate and I, we had a sub. We did competitive for like less than 4 weeks. Less than 4 weeks with a sub. And the sub was only had 2 days of gameplay with him because we just found him, last second. We were able to get through round 3 first try, 6 points from calling to day 2 because our sub crashed on PS4, and we only had 2 days with him. How did we do that? Well, we played to our comp strength. We played the Fury comp. We cleared our back. We made game plans. We were all on the same page, and we just fought and killed people, right? We killed a lot of pred teams, a lot of match teams, way better than us, right? Because if you're a pred team that has zero plan on what to do and you're just wandering around hoping to out skill mechanic people, guess what? That's not going to work. This is not solo queue. You can't just skill check everybody with your roller or with your insane Kovac skills on your mouse. You got to have a game plan, right? Game plan plus insane mechanics equal semifinals equal finals of ALGS quals, right? Otherwise, you're just walking around with no point, and it's just really bad. So, anyways, hope you guys like this video. This gives you a little insight to what I do as a coach, what I talk about. There's way more that I can fit in a bigger video. The whole point is this just kind of an overview. So, if you have any more questions about how this is and any topics you want me to address, please let me know. Have a good one, guys. Appreciate it.